And now, serving the Ozarks. Sponsored by Nav Restoration.
I think many of us would say that the greatest gift in life is life itself. And I would say that the second greatest gift in life is giving life to someone else, and this can be done by way of giving blood. Now, donating blood is a selfless act that can ultimately save numerous lives. And did you know that a single pint of blood can save up to 3 lives? Crazy, right? Well, sadly, right now there is an emergency shortage of blood, in turn causing an emergency need for blood donations across Southwest Missouri. And the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks is working day in and day out to respond to this emergency. Community Blood Center of the Ozarks, also known as CBCO, serves over 43 area healthcare facilities and Air Methods, an air medical transport service. They are the sole supplier of blood to hospitals in Southwest Missouri, Northwest Arkansas, and Southeast Kansas, which spans 41 counties. And more than 60,000 donations of blood are required each year to meet the transfusion needs of our friends and neighbors. Now, one might think that giving blood will not directly impact our community right here, but rest assured, the blood donated here stays here, and the impact a single blood donation can give is infinite.
You never know where that blood's going to go and who it's going to help. 25% of our blood supply does go to cancer patients. It also can go to moms during childbirth if there's a problem, tragedies, accidents after a holiday weekend, sometimes burn victims, just all kinds of things. You never know what patient is in the hospital waiting for a blood transfusion so they can go home and create more summer memories with their family.
Now, while you may not be able to put a name to the face of the person or people you're assisting along their journey, whatever that journey may be, you are making a lifetime of difference. And one lifetime being that of Laura Winstead. She was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, ALL, in 2010. This form of cancer is a rapidly progressing cancer of the blood and bone marrow. In the first month of her 32-month cancer treatment at Cox South, she received 5 blood transfusions and 12 platelets. She was told she wouldn't be able to have any more children at the time of her diagnosis, and had it not been for those blood donations she received throughout her treatment, her youngest miracle may not be here.
One of the first things that my doctor told us whenever I was diagnosed was that we weren't going to be able to have any more kids. My husband and I had been married for 4 years, and our son Ryan was 19 months old when I was diagnosed. So after treatment, again, I was diagnosed in 2010, so thanks to blood donors, and we had another child. We have Luke. He was born in 2016, so without blood donors, our family would not be complete.
So this is another friendly reminder that people live when people give. And I'll take this time to once again reiterate that there is an emergency shortage currently in the Southwest Missouri area. So if you're 18 years or older, you can sign up to give blood today. Just go to cbco.org. Also, successful blood donors in the month of July will receive some amazing gifts, including a chance to win a $10,000 vacation. So make sure to sign up to give blood today, cbco.org. That has been this week's Serving the Ozarks. Next week, we will highlight a local librarian who's ensuring no child goes without books or food this summer and school year.
Serving the Ozarks is sponsored by Nav Restoration.
Great organization.
Love it. We did actually have the blood drive here yesterday, and we will talk about this a little bit later in the show, but there is their Pint for Pint event going on today at CBCO headquarters off of Campbell. So give a pint.
And didn't we have a
receive
show,
pint
show
glass.
Monday?
Yes.
Live from Lake of the Ozarks?
Yes, live from Lake of the Ozarks. So you guys, like I said, emergency shortage, in turn creating an emergency need. So if you're able to, please give, and sign up. Just sign up is the first step.
I started donating, I think, when I became 18 in high school. We did a high school blood drive at our high school, and I just remember really enjoying the cookie afterwards.
Yes, the snacks are the best part of it.
Just saying. I mean, that's a little perk. Give some blood, save some lives, eat a cookie or a snack.
Eat a broccoli, give some blood, eat a cookie. Get that iron up.
It's funny, I don't mind the process, I just can't look at it. You know what I'm saying? So you do what you need to do. I'm gonna look over here and talk to Maddie. and you do what you need to do over here.
Yes, and their volunteers are amazing at, distracting and talking to you about your day in and day out. You might get a little squeeze toy to just help it along.
Yep.
So it's always great. And did you happen to say you knew Laura?
Yes, I do, and she is a lovely human being, her and her family, and I just learned more. I didn't even know that side of her story, and I've known her for years.
That's
And
awesome.
Absolutely crazy. She popped up on the screen, I'm like,
I know her.
I know her, she's my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Great job again, Maddie.
Thank you.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. So much more fun coming up right after this.